Good evening. My name is John Westerman, and as principal of Goldendale High School, I'd like to welcome you to what we believe is the 123rd commencement ceremony for Goldendale High School. It will be my honor this evening to present to you for graduation the class of 2022. Out of respect for our graduates and all who are present, please take a moment now to make sure that cell phone ringers and all other electronics that make noise are turned off. It is so good to be here with all of you present in this place. Although we were able to hold graduation the last 2 years with all of our students present as a class, 1 year in cars in the parking lots and the other outdoors on the football field, but several feet apart. This is the way we like it. Thank you so much for being here. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you some of the dignitaries who are present with us this evening. I ask that each stand and remain standing until all are introduced. Please hold your applause until all have been named. Board Chairman Beth Schroeder. Board Member Deborah Hart, Board Member John Hochter, Board Member Betty Richards, and Board Member Chris Siebert. Superintendent Dr. Ellen Perconti, High School Assistant Principal Matt Pekinas, Goldendale Middle School Principal, who can't be here, but I want you to know that she's a former Goldendale High School Dean of Students, Kristen Lumio, Goldendale Primary School Principal and former Goldendale High School Assistant Principal, Angie Hedges, and Special Education Director Kendrick Lester. Also, if you were a school teacher at any level or one or more of these seniors, please stand. Please join me in thanking each of these people for their service to the Goldendale School District. We have many to recognize individually this evening, but at this time, I'd like to have a few groups of our graduating seniors stand for recognition. If you played on a high school athletic team or participated in a school club of any kind while at Goldendale, please stand. If you are a member of National Honor Society, please stand. Thank you. If you have, during your high school career, received college credit through college in the high school, running start, or other advanced placement opportunities, please stand. If you have attended all of your years of school, kindergarten through senior year, here in Goldendale or Centerville or Roosevelt and Goldendale, please stand. Thank you. If you have signed a commitment to enlist now or in the future to defend our country in any branch of the armed forces, please stand. In the gymnasium, if you have been a coach of any kind, a club advisor of any kind, or a youth leader of any kind in the community, please stand. And last, if you are a graduate, including this year's graduates, or a former student of Goldendale High School, please stand. Thank you. Could you also please join me in thanking the following people who prepared for tonight. Again, I'll ask you to hold your applause until all have been named. Catherine Wall and Mary Lee, who serve as senior advisors and graduate ceremony advisors. Assistant Principal Matt McKeenis, Danny Schneider, and the Goldendale School District Band. Catherine Graham, Secretaries Martha Rising, Karen Sanchez, and Rachel Williams, and Chris West, Phil Bush, and Stephen Randall. Please join me in giving all of these people a round of applause. Each year, I have asked members of the senior class to give me words that describe their class. So here are the top 10 in reverse order based on the number of repeated words for the class of 2022. I think they are absolutely right. Number 10, caring. Number 9, lovable. Number 8, intelligent. Number 7, driven. Number 6, chaotic. Number 5, hardworking. Number 4, funny. Number 3, ambitious. Number 2, determined. And number 1, athletic. I then asked our teachers to give me their words to describe the class of 2022. Yeah. Well, here are the words that they sent me to describe you. And these are in no particular order. Ambitious, caring, competitive, determined, driven, friendly, fun, resourceful, and goofy? Well, that's what they said. Well, in addition to these words, let me add one other word, and you will hear it more tonight, I know. And that word is resilient. The best definition I can find as it pertains to the class of 2022 is the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, or significant source of stress. They've experienced all of these. Our seniors had a fairly normal freshman year, but early in the second semester of their sophomore year, they found out they were going to have a quick 2-week vacation. Oh, you remember that? 2 weeks of vacation? Well, if we had all stayed home for 2 weeks, we're sure that the coronavirus would have been defeated. But during that break, teachers began preparing to adapt their lessons to an electronic remote version. Thus began a series of changes to all of our lives and the many ways that school would be offered. The Chromebook became a way of life as the year finished with remote learning. The junior year, they had 3 different phases with remote learning to start the year. Hybrid learning, 6 feet apart, beginning October 12th, and then classrooms with all students, but with a shortened day, beginning April 19th, and masks. There was a return to athletics in a shortened format with limits on attendance and masks, of course. The class of 2022 began the senior year with a full day. Students and teachers alike had to readapt to the full day. Oh yeah, and did I mention masks? There were new COVID testing requirements for athletes and students who felt unwell at school or at home. Finally, masks were no longer required this year as of March 12th. Seniors finally got to see for the first time what our sophomores and freshmen looked like. Yes, our list of words to describe the senior class should include the word resilient. It will be for history to decide if we have, as the definition states, adapted well to the adversity of COVID-19, the trauma from the loss of normal, the tragedy with the loss of loved ones and friends, the threats of continued disruption of life, and the stresses of the increased demands of catching up academically, socially, and mentally. But seniors, you have met all of these challenges head on. You've stayed the course, and you finished what you set out to do. You are to be congratulated, and we are proud of you. According to the latest information collected by Mrs. Lee, 19 of you plan to attend a 2-year community or technical college, 19 plan to attend a 4-year university, 6 plan to go into the military, 2 will have apprenticeships, 20 plan to go directly into the workforce, and the remainder are undecided. A few of the career areas these seniors have chosen include the following: nursing, pre-med, acting, computer technology, business English, cybersecurity, early childhood education, large equipment operator, sports management, elementary education, communications, journalism, mechanics, welding, lineman, veterinary tech, CNA, biology, ag education teacher, medical assistant, political science, aviation electrician technician, and advanced electronics. In terms of those dreams and the promise of where you go after tonight, I'd encourage you to find a way during your life to give yourself to a greater cause. Find something that you are passionate about, and don't give up until you achieve it. And students and family, I know that I say this every year, but there will be no better time than tonight to tell those that you love that you do. We are here tonight to honor these young adults who have been supported and nurtured by everyone in this room. I appreciate each of you for helping these students as they have reached this point, not just of finishing what they have set out to do, but in looking forward to planning for a bright future. Now at this time, please welcome senior Spencer Treywick, who will be performing his own song. One of the songs he has written, called Greed, a Sacrifice of Happiness.
Hello, hello. Hey, rolling down the street with my homies feeling real good. We ain't no fiends, we are homies in the real world. Yeah, we don't make some sacrifices. We don't let that go away. Take my life and hit replay. We don't make some sacrifices. I just gotta find my way back in action for the day. We don't make some sacrifices. 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 We don't make some. Could try to put me in a dorm room. I'll escape like it's a miracle. Could never fit me in a corner box. I'm way too spherical. Kinda lyrically, hear 'em call me the best. Ride it on my chest. Now they follow me. Always been a leader. You stay a little follow. I don't spit bars. I spit cream. Not the type that keep you fresh, but the type that keep you clean. I don't speak rap or stop beef. I just speak the Guapanese. Yeah, y'all chips for the cheese. We living off the EBT and showing for the SAT up. What is from the 253? That just wants the riches you can see. Rolling down the street with my homies feeling real good. We ain't no fiends, we are homies in the real world. Homies in the real world. Working and feeling certain my money a mountain. I'm feeling worthless, I keep on climbing my money a mountain. I'll save it for private, I'm rhyming. Could call me the ill and mill and never break it. If fake it, keep it 100 risky, really. You could call me, I never feel I'm numb. My anxiety like a drummer on my heart. Counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let you know how it's about to go. Wanna see my name up in the paper an hour later. Keep it flowing, think I took me a lax. People really out here dying, taking pills to relax. Trying to clear up all my thoughts, I think I need to sit back. I've been back up on my grind, you can say I relax. Trying to twist all of my words. is a consequence. Your options down to nonsense. You still gossip over objects. My words are consistently what you aspire to be. You can lock me in a walk and it's still melts in my vicinity. And when it comes to top 5, I better be. We don't make some sacrifices. We don't let that go away. Take my life and hit replay. We don't make some sacrifices. I just gotta find my way. Back in action for the day. We don't make some sacrifices. Been trying to, but my skies are gray. Thanking God for better days. We don't make some sacrifices. We don't make some sacrifices. We don't make some,
I do know I talk a lot, but wow. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Grace Bland and Alden Williams, our 2022 Salutatorian. On behalf of Goldendale High School, I present to each of you the Salutatorian plaques, copies of which will be placed in the entry to the high school. Grace will be attending Pacific University in the fall to pursue a career in communications and journalism. Alden will be attending George Fox University in the fall to pursue a career in nursing. Before our salutatorians deliver their speech, I'd like their parents to stand for recognition. Grace's parents are Juan and Patricia Randall and Tyson Bland. Please stand. And Alden's parents are Alex and Ashley Williams.
I love you, Alden!
Thank you, Stephen. I love you too. Alright, I'm going to try and keep my tassel out of my mouth, but I apologize ahead of the speech. And we'd just like to say hello everyone, and thank you for coming here to celebrate this moment that is so special to our entire class. Grace and I are honored to be here representing our entire class because we are undoubtedly the best class to ever come out of JHS.
And because we are the best, we would like to give a shout out to the teachers and staff who have helped us get to this moment and become the perfect kids that we are today. So I know that because of these teachers and staff, in 20 years we will be doing some really incredible things, and our teachers will as well, most of us.
Yes, we definitely have some ideas for what we're going to be doing in the future, and we hope it's going to be great, but we also have some ideas for our teachers. For example, I foresee Mr. Walters living a plentiful life, traveling around in a van with his grandma, while living off of a retirement fund he started when he was 2 years old.
I think that Miss Wall will be sitting on a beach with her cat and playing the Spanish alphabet song on repeat.
Her diabetic cat, I may add. May God be with it. And finally, first, in 20 years, we can all rest assured that Mr. and Mrs. Creek will have already bought the entire FFA organization.
And I'm fairly positive that Mr. Seldes will be coaching an assistant basketball team to share his wisdom and distract himself from his receding hairline. That's all I love, I promise.
Just in case you guys didn't hear, she said that's all out of love, and we really mean this, others. But finally, Mrs. Gallagher will have invested her life savings into cryptocurrency She'll have made millions and spent it all on some baby goats. Leaving teaching behind to start a goat farm because those darn kids are on their dang phones too damn much.
As for my classmates, I know that in 20 years we'll be doing even more incredible things. Kaylee Wagner will be president for SARTS. She already has our votes.
Not all of our votes, Kaylee. I'm just kidding. Once again. Moving on though, Caleb Smith will be playing in the NFL and Matt Wayne will likely still be wearing the exact same outfit he wears today.
And Peyton Sheridan will marry Rich and star in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Regardless of whether these things actually happen or where we end up in 20 years, we will forever be impacted by our time at JHS. On this day, we may have outgrown high school and we may be wearing these silly caps up on the stage, but we'll never outgrow the memories that we made here.
Even though high school is unique to everyone, we all got to live through it together. We all got to have our school dances and spirit days, my favorite being a twin day when Lizzie and I dressed up as Strat Boys and people actually thought that I was a boy.
That was me. I'm sorry, Grace. That is a very good memory, but I have others I'm more fond of. Personally, I liked seeing Matt Wayne park his smashed, barely drivable Camry on the sidewalk every day after school. Who needs a parking spot, am I right?
And since we're on the topic of teenage drivers, let's not forget when Hannah Pittman accidentally backed into Tyler Wells' car, or the dent that mysteriously showed up in Lizzie's car one afternoon.
Before we go on, we also need to talk about the inspirational assemblies that remind me of a stereotypical Southern Baptist church service. All they would do is scream at us in an effort to motivate us. They would say, "You are better than this. You deserve more than what you're giving to yourself. You have to stand up and walk. You gotta move forward."
That was really good. But on a more serious note, our grade is genuinely so special and so incredible. When I look back on high school, I know that I won't miss the homework or the tests or the outdated air conditioners, but I will miss my classmates. We've accomplished so many amazing things, and I think we've shocked everyone with what we're capable of. We've all had our share of tough times and bad days, but the people on the stage are resilient and insanely strong. Athletically, we've dominated the field. Academically, we've shown that we actually did learn something in our classes. But most importantly, my classmates have grown to be some really amazing people. I've learned something from everyone here, and it's just how to live and how to grow, even under pressure. I'm so blessed to be up here today with this amazing group of kids, and I'm so very proud of every person on this stage.
I agree. We are so blessed to be a part of this amazing class, and we're even more blessed for everyone that has worked in our lives to get us to this point. Graduating isn't an easy task. It's taken 18 years of hard work and commitment, but that wasn't done alone. The real work has been done by our parents, siblings, friends, coaches, teachers, mentors, and many others. As I stand here, acknowledging this monumental accomplishment for all of us, I know that I speak for both Grace and I when I say that we are so truly thankful for everything everyone has done for us. Without those people, we would never have the chance to become the nurses and journalists that we dreamed to be. So as we conclude, we'd like to say that this moment means so much to us, and we're so excited to see what the future has in store for everyone in this class. That said, can we get a round of applause for the class of 2022 graduates?
And there's just one more thing before we leave. Normally there's only one salutatorian. This year was special. But Alden and I want to find out who the true one was. So that's 2 out of 3.
That's it. She's done.
Okay, but it's debatable. But now I would like to introduce the second best speech of the night by none other than Lizzie
Let's give him another round of applause. And now please help me in welcoming our 2022 Valedictorian, Lizzie Hedges. On behalf of Goldendale High School, I present to you the Goldendale High School 2022 Valedictorian plaque, a copy which will be placed at the entry to the high school. Lizzie will be attending Washington State University in the fall to begin studies in neuroscience, leading to a career as a surgeon. Again, before Lizzie delivers her valedictorian speech, I'd like to have her parents stand for recognition. Lizzie's parents are Angie and Bjorn Hedges.
For the longest time, I've not been perfect at first impressions. And I'm about to make another first impression right now to everyone here who I don't know by telling a very embarrassing story. Freshman year, the first impression that I made on my best friend's boyfriend was after a basketball game when we were eating at Miners. I, she, and her boyfriend were sitting at the table and I was drinking a banana milkshake. Maybe I was nervous, or maybe I just laughed too hard over a joke, but unfortunately my banana milkshake ended up coming back up. Luckily, I caught it all in my hand. Nice save, right? I hurried to the bathroom, still holding it in my hand, because what else was I supposed to do with it? But on the way there, my cheer coach, Mrs. Kroll, decided that it was a great time to strike up a conversation. I hid my shame in my handful of smoothie behind my back while I tried to act cool. My face was as red as I could get, and I was beyond embarrassed. Trust me, that was nowhere close to the last time I got embarrassed in high school. I was traumatized and just wanted to go back in time and change what happened. But time passed, and it was just a funny memory. Many other humiliating occurrences took place throughout high school that made me wish I could go back in time, and there were some serious occurrences that I so badly wished I could go back and change or fix. I found that wishing to go back in time and change something was the most hopeless feeling I've ever felt, because it's obviously not possible. So I had to learn to accept and move on from those moments, and some of those embarrassing moments are what have made high school so memorable for me. And I know I'm not the only one who did embarrassing things and felt this way. For example, I'm sure Peyton Lauer was humiliated when I beat him in an arm wrestle competition freshman year. Or when he jumped off the gym bleachers and broke his foot in 9 places. Or Matt Blaine when he got pants during a deadlift in performance training. Luckily, his shirt was long enough to protect his pride. Or when Blaze lost to Caleb's little brother, Josh Smith, at the infamous boys boxing match. Or when Taylor Bean jumped her car over a curb, shattered the windshield, and split Tyler's lip when the airbag went off. But all of these things have brought us closer and made high school unforgettable. I realized that I had to stop caring so much about what I couldn't change and just enjoy every moment that I had. I had to not focus on the past mistakes, but instead learn from them and move on to the present moment. Every moment that got me to where I am right now. It was hard work, and I'd like to thank those who helped me gain the skills I needed to become valedictorian. First, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, and the teachers and staff here for always supporting me and pushing me to do my best. And my sister for always being here for me in all the important moments throughout my life. Except for right now, I hope you're having fun and Grace happy. I would also like to give some credit to Tyler Wells, who called me stupid in the 7th grade, so I had to prove him wrong. And of course, I'd like to thank the rest of my peers and friends for being on this journey with me. High school has been full of so much fun and also full of a lot of stress. Like my friend and graduate of the class of 2021, Nick McCune said, pressure makes diamonds. And we've got a lot of diamonds in our class and in GHS. I'm going to miss the energy that our student section had, competitiveness and loyalness of our athletes, and the invaluable closeness of the friend group. I'm so grateful to have grown up with these people who will undoubtedly accomplish amazing things. I don't know what's going to happen after we leave, who I'm going to keep in touch with and who I may never see again. So let's never forget what we've gone through together and the relationships we've made throughout high school. And let's make sure we enjoy every moment together and learn from our mistakes and be who we are, not who we think people want us to be. Don't worry about what you can't change. I'd like to wish luck to all my teachers next year. I don't know how you're going to survive after the best class graduates, but good luck with the class of 2023. But seriously, I love you guys. I'm gonna miss you and miss the people we're leaving behind so much. And thank you again for making the journey to this huge milestone everything I could ask for. One last time. Well, sounds great. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
Please join me in welcoming our assistant principal and athletic and activities director, Matt Pekinas, to the podium to highlight some of our students who have gained special recognition this year.
Congratulations, class of 2022. This group of seniors have been part of a football league championship, hosting first round of the state, volleyball district champions, and sixth place finish in state, district playoffs in girls basketball, boys basketball, and baseball, girls tennis district champions, boys cross country district champions, and seventh in the state, and the girls softball team that competed in the state playoffs. Now let's honor those senior athletes that went above and beyond. As your name is announced, please stand. Kennedy Berry. All League First Team Libero, 2B All-State Second Team Libero, All League First Team Softball, and Kennedy will continue her volleyball career at Olympic Community College. All-League First Team Offensive Line, First Team Defensive Line, Defensive Player of the Year, 2B All-State Defensive End, and All-League First Team Baseball. Noah Clark. All-League Second Team Offensive Line, Second Team Linebacker. Rachel Gallagher. All-League First Team Center, Outside Hitter, League MVP, 2B All-State Second Team Center, All-League First Team Softball. Rachel continued her career, her volleyball career at Clark Community College. James Hastings. All-League Second Team Linebacker. Lizzie Hedges. State alternate in tennis. Sarah Hebert. All-League First Team Middle Blocker, 2B All-State First Team Middle Blocker, All-League Second Team Basketball, 25th at the 2B State Golf Tournament, and Sarah will continue her volleyball career at Dominican University. Miles Lee. 26th at the 2B Golf State Championship. Gracie Mobley. All-League First Team Soccer, 4x200 meter relay competitor, state track and field. Austin Neal. All-League Honorable Mention, wide receiver, All-League Honorable Mention, baseball. Peyton Sheridan. All-League First Team Soccer, All-League First Team Basketball, All-League Second Team Softball, Peyton will continue her basketball career at Lane Community College. Caleb Smith. All-League First Team Running Back, First Team Defensive Back, Offensive Player of the Year, 2B All-State Running Back, All-League First Team Basketball, and Caleb will continue his football career at George Fox University. Bryce Waddell. All-League First Team Defensive Back, Matt Classic 33 Wrestling State Championships, second place, 126 pounds. All-League First Team Wide Receiver. And Alden Williams. 28th at 2B State Cross Country Championships, District Champ in the 1600 meter and 800 meter, second in the 1600 meter, and State Champion in the 800 meter. At the 2B Track and Field State Championships, Alden will continue his running career at George Fox University. The winners of the Athletic Character and Spalding Award will be announced at the annual Purple and Gold Banquet Tuesday, 6 p.m. here in the Super Bowl Gym. Let's pack the house.
I'm going to talk about some other activities in just a moment, but at this time, please join me in welcoming Board Member Deborah Hart to the podium for the awarding of scholarships.
Sit back and enjoy. This could take a while. When I call your name, please come up to the dais. Kennedy Cheyenne Berry. Kennedy, you are the recipient of the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500, the Olympic College Athletic Scholarship for volleyball, and that is renewable for 1 year. It's $941, totaling $1,882. And the Klickitat Valley Education Trust Scholarship, $200, renewable for 3 years, totaling $8,000. Your total awards this evening are $10,382. Grace Catherine Bland. Love your hat. Record Scholarship Fund, $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000. Goldendale Education Association Scholarship for $500. The Goldendale Kiwanis Community Service Award for $1,000. The Paul W. Johnson Memorial Scholarship for $500. The Paul W. John, I already said that one, sorry. Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,000. The Goldendale Sentinel Pete May Journalism Scholarship for $500. The Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $100. the Pacific Campus Resident Scholarship for $1,000, the Pacific Grant for $10,884, the Pace Center School Scholarship for $10,000, renewable for 4 years, totaling $40,000, and the Pacific University Founders Scholarship for $27,000, also renewable for 4 years, $9,000, for a grand total of $167,800. JT, Travis Leo Cahill Jr. I have a soft spot for this young man. He's helped the last couple of years as a member of our school board, representing the youth of Goldendale, and done a fine job. That's not what we're here for right now. College Bound Scholarship, $500. Alumnus Lodge IWF Scholarship for $500. The Barker Scholarship Fund for $1,000, renewable for 1 year. That was $3,000, renewable for 1 year, so that totals $6,000. The KVH Board of Commissioners Scholarship for $500. The KVH Memorial Foundation Scholarship, also for $500. The KVH Services Employees Association for $2,000. The Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,000. The University Scholarship of Seattle for $4,000. And the University of Washington Federal and State Grants for $22,225. Grand total, $37,225. Danae Autumn Dunlap. Danae, you are the recipient of the Goldendale FFA Kimmel Wilmarth Memorial Scholarship for $500, the Rocky Mountain College Bear Grant for $2,025, the Rocky Mountain Dean's Scholarship for $5,500, totaling $8,025. Congratulations. Jamie Elijah Elwell. Jamie, you will be awarded the Record Scholarship Fund for $500, renewable for 1 year, totaling $1,000. Congratulations. Taylor Lene Pollingham. Taylor, you're awarded the Alumnus Lodge 15 IWF Scholarship of $500, the Bruckert Scholarship for $2,000, which is renewable for 1 year, totaling $4,000, the Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,500, the Klickitat County Cattle Women and Livestock Growers Association Scholarship for $1,000, the Goldendale FFA Scott Maurer Memorial Scholarship, first time that is being awarded, for $2,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $4,000, Goldendale Grange number 49 Scholarship for $2,000, Cal Souther Memorial Scholarship for $10,000, and Washington State University Federal and State Grants for $17,554. Total award, $40,554. Rachel Lee Gallagher. Rachel, you're being awarded the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500, the Bruckert Scholarship Fund for $500, renewable for 1 year, totaling $1,000, the Lowell Erland Memorial Scholarship for $800, the Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,000, Clark College Athletic Scholarship for volleyball, $1,883.90, renewable for 1 year, totaling $3,767.90. The Ken McCullough Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, grand total $8,567.80. Congratulations. Michaela G. Gutierrez. Michaela, you are receiving the Primary Education Officer Sisterhood Chapter AM for $1,000, the Klickitat County Cattlewomen and Livestock Growers Association Scholarship for $1,000, the Goldendale FFA Kimmel Wilmarth Memorial Scholarship, $500, the Growing Leaders National FFA Scholarship for $1,500, and the Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship for $15,000. Total awards, $19,000. Allison Elizabeth Hedges. Get comfortable. The Bruckert Scholarship Fund, $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000. The Goldendale Lions Club Scholarship for $500. The Goldendale Education Association Scholarship, also $500. The Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship for $5,000. The Lowell Erland Memorial Scholarship for $800. The Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500. Goldendale Grange 49 Scholarship for $2,000. The Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,500. The KVH Services Employees Association for $2,000. The Goldendale Kiwanis Community Service Award for $1,000. The Republic Services Scholarship, $2,500, renewable for 3 years, totaling $10,000. The Regent Scholarship Award, $4,000, renewable for 4 years, totaling $16,000. Washington State University School and Federal Grants, $5,601. And the National Junior Honor Society Outstanding Achievement Award for $500. Your total awards are $47,901. Sarah Marie Hebert. Sarah, you are the recipient of the Bruckert Scholarship Fund, $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000. The Trowbridge Children Memorial Fund Scholarship for $1,204.76. The Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500. The Lowell Erland Memorial Scholarship for $800. The Dominican University School and Federal Grants for $15,270. The Dominican Coaches Award, $500. The Dominican University Trustee Scholarship, $27,000. Your total awards, Sarah, are $51,774.76. Chloe Jolynn Heyer. you're the recipient of the Bruckert Scholarship Fund of $3,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $6,000. The CGCC Foundation Scholarship for $2,500. And the Klickitat Valley Education Trust Scholarship, $2,000, renewable for 3 years, totaling $8,000. Your total award is $16,500. Corinne Sally Kaiser. Sit back in your chairs. Okay. We're going to start out with the Bruckert Scholarship Fund, $500, renewable for 1 year, totaling $1,000. Goldendale Education Association Scholarship, $500. The American Quarter Horse Association of the Year Award, $250. The Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500. The Klickitat County Cattle Women and Livestock Growers Association Scholarship for $1,000. The National High School Rodeo Merit Scholarship, also $1,000. Washington State High School Rodeo Scholarship, $8,500. The National High School Rodeo Foundation Scholarship, $500. The National High School Rodeo National Board Scholarship, $500. Weatherford, Texas Rodeo Scholarship, $4,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $8,000. Goldendale Grange Number 49 Scholarship, $2,000. Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship, $10,000. The Lowell Early Memorial Scholarship, $800. Your total award is $34,550. Patricia Ann Marie Lineback. Patricia, you're the recipient of the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500. The Bruckert Scholarship Fund for $2,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $4,000. The Lindholm Memorial Scholarship for $500. The Columbia Gorge Community College Foundation Scholarship for $2,500. And the Klickitat Valley Education Trust Scholarship, $2,000, renewable for 3 years, totaling $2,000. Whoa, $8,000. Read the wrong line. Okay, your total is $15,500. Congratulations. Grayson Lee Anting Mobley. You are the recipient of the Tom Svensson Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500, the Bruckert Scholarship Fund, $500, renewable for 1 year, totaling $1,000. The University of Washington Federal and State Grants, $6,516. The Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,500. The Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship for $10,000. The KVH Memorial Foundation Scholarship for $500. KVH Services Employee Association for $2,000. The grand total is $23,516. Natalie Marie Schroeder. This could take a while. The Bruckert Scholarship Fund, $2,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $4,000. the Goldendale Lions Club Scholarship for $500, the Goldendale Education Association Scholarship, also $500, the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500, the Evergreen Chapter No. 1 Eastern Star Scholarship for $400, the Washington State Opportunity Scholarship for $2,500, the Goldendale FFA Kimmel Wilmarth Memorial Scholarship for $500, the SCAC Principals Association Award for $500, the Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,500, the Goldendale Motorsports Association Scholarship for $1,000, the Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship for $10,000, the Whitworth University Federal and State Grants for $19,884, and the Whitworth University Scholarship, $25,000 renewable for 3 years, totaling $75,000, grand total $116,784. Peyton Christine Sheridan. Peyton, you are the winner of the Van Hoy Award for $500, the Lane Community College Athletic Scholarship for basketball, that is worth $4,536, renewable for 1 year, totaling $9,702. The Carly Ann Jenkins Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by the Amadon family, $500. The Klickitat Valley Education Trust Marcille Montgomery Scholarship, $250, renewable for 3 years, totaling $1,000. The Klickitat Valley Education Trust Scholarship for $2,000, also renewable for 3 years, totaling $8,000. Your total is $19,702. Caleb Lee Smith. Caleb, you're the recipient of the Alumnus Lodge 15 IOOF Scholarship for $500, the Barkert Scholarship Fund for $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000, the KVH Services Employees Association for $2,000, the Cal Southern Memorial Scholarship for $10,000, the Klickitat Valley Education Trust Scholarship, $2,000, renewable for 3 years, totaling $8,000. The Washington State Council of County and City Employees for $2,000. The George Fox Merit Scholarship, $15,000, renewable for 3 years, totaling $60,000. And the George Fox Grants, $11,640, also renewable for 3 years, totaling $46,560, for a grand total of $131,060. Dima Thayer. Dima, you are the recipient of the Lowell Erland Memorial Scholarship Fund of $800. Congratulations. Kaylee Nicole Wagman. Kaylee, you are the recipient of the Barkert Scholarship Fund of $1,000. Renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000. The Dooley Rebecca Foundation Scholarship for $1,500. and the Alumnus Lodge 1500, or number 15 IWF scholarship for $500, totaling $4,000. Congratulations. Justin Lowell Ward. Justin, you are the recipient of the Barker Scholarship Fund for $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000. The Out-of-State Achievement Scholarship for $7,000, and the Alumnus Lodge 15 IWF Scholarship for $500, for a grand total of $9,500. Congratulations. Alden Nicholas Williams. Alden, you're the recipient of the Alumnus Lodge 15 IWF Scholarship for $500, the Barker Scholarship Fund $1,000, renewable for 1 year, totaling $2,000, the Trowbridge Children Memorial Fund Scholarship of $1,204.76, the Goldendale Education Association Scholarship for $500, the Health Career Scholarship for $1,000, the Republic Services Scholarship for $2,500, renewable for 3 years, totaling $10,000, the Frank Dozier Memorial Scholarship for $500, the KVH Memorial Foundation Scholarship for $500, the Theo Caldwell Memorial Scholarship for $1,000, the Cal Sutter Memorial Scholarship for $5,000, George Fox Nursing Department Scholarship for $1,900, and George Fox Merit Scholarship for $20,000, totaling $44,104.76. I know there's some of you out there with calculators or really smart math brains like our board chairs who probably have this all figured out, but you know, Goldendale's a small town. We've gone through a lot of challenges these last few years, but local monies raised to give to these young people tonight total $220,809.59. Honor to live in a community that treasures our children. The combined scholarship total is $807,830.32.
All right, let's hear it one more time for all of those scholarships. That's amazing. So in addition to our athletics, I just wanted to recognize some of the other competitions because we have such an active group. Competing with future business leaders of America, at regionals, Peyton Sheridan placed second in job interview. Grace Bland, Lindsay Hedges, and Sarah Hebert placed first in electronic career portfolio, and Rachel Gallagher placed first, and Kaylee Wagaman placed second in electronic career portfolio. And at state, Rachel placed ninth, and Kaylee placed seventh in the same category. In FFA, participating at state in agricultural sales were Taylor Fallenkamp, Bryce Waddell, Danae Dunlap. Taylor Fallenkamp was second in state in national chapter. Natalie Schroeder was eighth in state in district state farmer. JT Cahill was third in state in swine production entrepreneurship. And the following seniors were state degree recipients: Michaela Gutierrez, Corinne Kaiser, Bryce Waddell, Natalie Schroeder, Taylor Fallenkamp, Danae Dunlap, and JT Cahill. So let's give them a round. Now, at this time, the Scholarship Awards and Citizenship Awards will be presented by GHS Counselor Mary Lee.
Tonight, it is my pleasure to announce the Washington State Honors Awards and Citizenship Awards for the class of 2022. The Washington State Honors Award goes to seniors who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement, which ranks them in the top 10% of the graduating class in all of Washington State. When I call your name, please come up and receive your award. Grace Land. Allison Hedges. Sarah Hebert. Grayson Mobley. And Alden Williams. Every year, the staff at Goldendale High School vote for 2 seniors to receive the Citizenship Award. This year, the Citizenship Award winners are Natalie Schroeder and Alden Williams. Please come up and meet your class. Congratulations, class of 2022.
So we're going to make a little bit of a transition because we're going to watch the senior slideshow. So I'm going to ask that if people are kind of near an outdoor exit, we'll want those doors closed so it's a little bit darker as well. But while we are doing lights and things, would everybody stand up for a second? I think you need it. It is so warm in here. Those programs, I'm sorry we ran out. Yeah, get ready to use them for a minute. Okay, thank you very much. And Martha, as soon as this begins, I'll have you turn those lights out.
heartbreak, you know, drives a big black car. I swear I was in the backseat, just minding. Song in my head, it was all that I had. Hope was a letter I never sent. Love was a country couldn't defend. Round and round, If it was my last day.
I'm sure the lights are going to go back out because they always do in this gym unless we've been able to cool it down enough. We will see. Maybe they will stay up. But I want to thank our 4 seniors who helped with that. Seniors Grace Bland, Lizzie Hedges, Caleb Smith, and Alden Williams. Thanks for putting that together. At this time, I make the following attestation for the seniors of the class of 2022 gathered before you tonight. By the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Goldendale School District, there they go. I figured we just have to wait. As the principal of Goldendale High School, it is my honor to attest and confirm that these students have met all of the requirements of the Goldendale School District and are duly qualified and prepared to receive their diplomas. I would now like to invite Mary Lee to come forward for the reading of the names, and please help me in welcoming Goldendale School Board Chairman Beth Schroeder to the stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Caden James Foster. Justin Chase Foster. Natalie Brooke Johnson. Gabriel Montana. Oh, Natalie, okay, hold on, sorry. Gabriel Montana Russell. Sorry about that. Natalie Marie Schroeder. Spencer Allen Treywick. Kaylee Nicole Wagaman. Alden Nicholas Williams. Ashlyn Bell Payne. Stephen Allen McCandless. Caitlin Danielle White. Sean Glenn Murray. Grayson Lee Anting Mobley. Trampus Leo Cahill Jr. Noah Ignatius David Clark. Michaela Jean Gutierrez. Jared Travis Hersign. Nico Lawrence Callanan. Donald James Coleman. Kayla Marie Stefani. Trey Thomas Dunlap. Danae Autumn Dunlap. Rowan Nayara Thurko. Annette Leanne Clark. Jacob John Stanbro. Paul Randall Schmidt. Michael Edward Kessinger Jr. Sawyer Burke Johnson. Donovan Edward Hochter. Haley Nicole Phillips. Jamie Elijah Elwell. Selena Valenzuela Diaz. Tyler Hunter Wells. Taylor Madison Beam. Chloe Jolynn Heyer. Patricia Ann Marie Lineback. Andrea Liliana Gonzalez. Preston Pascual Frosino. Rachel Lee Gallagher. Peyton Christine Sheridan. Grace Catherine Land. Austin Michael Neal. Isabella Cartagena Gutierrez. Caleb Lee Smith. James Matthew Lane. Miles Daniel Lee. Sarah Marie Hebert. Blaze Christopher Payne. Kennedy Cheyenne Berry. James Andrew Hastings. Gracie Joe Schilling. Dima Ray Thayer. Harley Michelle Schalk. Bryce James Waddell. Rogan Ernest Bockamley. Austin Leroy Owen Maine. Desiree Star Smith. Tristan Bailey Howe Toledo. Peyton Rodney Lauer. Mia Kai Wackemeyer. Scott Lauren Zaborowski. Brenda Cecilia Armenta Lemos. Abraham Michael Rissler Jr. Hayden Nicole Armstrong. Jedrick Charles Lawrence. Matthew James Bowen. Justin Lowell Ward. Corinne Sally Kaiser. Taylor Lene Fallenkamp. Congratulations.
At this time, please welcome Senior Patricia Linebeck and Senior Chloe Heyer, who will be performing This Is Me, from The Greatest Showman.
Sorry about that.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause nobody wants your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. The sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll find you away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break it down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we're glorious. The strongest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
Tonight I've asked our two sets of twins to come forward for the traditional turning of the tassel. As Danae and Trey Dunlap and Caden and Justin Foster make it up to the stage, I ask that all of you please remain in your places following the turning of the tassel and during the recessional until all graduates have left the gymnasium. They will meet you on the grass outside of the gym. On 3. 1, 2, 3.